The Denver Nuggets are coming out of All-Star break right where they left off, getting a huge win over the Cleveland Cavaliers, one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference. In this game, Nikola Jokic absolutely dominated once again, proving why he's the MVP for the third straight year. In this video, I'll be breaking down the three major factors that will lead the Denver Nuggets to the NBA Finals this season. However, before we jump into the video, let me know in the comment section down below who is the most underrated player on the Denver Nuggets in your opinion. Also, don't forget to smash that like button if you think the Denver Nuggets are on their way to getting an NBA championship this season. They look very, very good. And in this video, I'll be telling you why they're so good and why they're probably going to be on their way to an NBA Finals this year. But let's get right into the video. The first major factor for the Denver Nuggets will be their outstanding bench play and just the overall depth of this team. When I look at this team, we obviously look at the main couple of components, including Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, and even Michael Porter Jr. have all been amazing. But the role players have been playing outstanding as well, and I think they deserve a little bit more recognition. Now, let's start off with a guy like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, man. He has been a vital role for this team over the whole entire season. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the entire league. So far this season, he is averaging 11.5 points, 3 rebounds, 2.4 assists, 1.4 steals per game while shooting 48% from the floor and 45% from three-point land. And yes, you heard that correct. He's shooting 45% from behind the arc. Absolutely incredible numbers for him this season. And that 45% is actually good enough to rank him number 3 in three-point percentage in the entire NBA. Just last game versus the Cavs, he had 17 points and did not miss a single shot all night, shooting 6 of 6 from the field and 4 of 4 from the three-point line. That is absolutely vital and clutch for this Denver Nuggets team to have. Like I said, they have 4 really good star players. And then to have a guy like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope who can just play defense and catch and shoot threes from the corners. This dude is incredible and one of the most reliable role players in the entire NBA, in my opinion. Now we got to move on to another big-time star role player. He's not a star in the NBA, but he's a star in his role, and especially for the Denver Nuggets. Now let's talk about Bruce Brown. Another do-it-all type of player who really broke out for the Nets over the last couple of seasons. But now he's really shining for the number 1 seeded Denver Nuggets. So far this season, Bruce Brown is averaging 11.3 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 3.6 assists, while also bringing in 1.1 steals per game while shooting 49% from the field and 38% from 3. Another guy who can just handle the ball, play make, force turnovers, and just hit a clutch shot whenever they need him to. I think both KCP and Bruce Brown are very undervalued, to the mainstream media. I'm not saying to the Denver Nuggets fan and the Nuggets community, but when it comes to the mainstream media and, all those big-time analysts, I don't think they value Bruce Brown and KCP like they should be. And I just want to use this time to give them some respect and, the recognition they actually deserve. The Nuggets also brought in a couple of other guys like Thomas Bryant and Reggie Jackson, who could become very reliable players for them down the stretch of the season. And we'll see, how they pan out for the Nuggets as they get more acclimated in Denver. Now, before we jump into the second major factor or the second major category, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We're on our way to 30,000 subscribers, and I'm just so grateful for all you guys, man. For real, you guys are like a family, and we are building one of the best sports families on YouTube. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys join the family if you haven't already done so. Now, let's move on to our second major factor. And this is a thing they need to maintain, and it's going to be their unbelievable style of offense. I mean, dude, when you look at these numbers, when we really break down these numbers that they've been putting up offensively, it's crazy. And I'm going to tell you some of them right now. Now, the Nuggets currently rank number 6 in points per game, number 4 in fast break points per game, number 5 in points in the paint, number 2 in assists per game, and number 3 in assist to turnover ratio. Guys, they're ranking in the top 10 of 5 major categories when it comes to offense in the NBA. And listen, that's not it. It keeps going even deeper. Check out some of these shooting metrics as well. The Nuggets also rank number 1 in effective field goal percentage, number 1 in three-point percentage, number 1 in true field goal percentage, and number 1 and field goals made per game. I mean, unbelievable. They rank number 1 in 4 crazy shooting metrics. It's absolutely insane when you take a step back and really look at what they're doing this season. It's unbelievable. And we have to give a huge shout out to the coaching staff, but more importantly, the players have been balling out. And they're one of the most unselfish teams in all of basketball. Not only do they move the ball at an elite level, but they also do a great job not turning the ball over and allowing easy transition points for opposing teams. Although this Nuggets team looks unstoppable, there are some numbers or some categories they need to improve on to get them or give them a better shot at bringing home an NBA championship this year. Here are a few. The Nuggets rank number 22 in free throws attempted per game, number 25 in fourth quarter points, number 25 in free throw percentage, and number 26 in three-pointers attempted per game. They need to find a way to get to the free throw line a little bit more and just knock them down. But more importantly, I would love to see them take more threes a game. Seeing how they're the best three-point shooting team in the entire NBA, if they took like 4, 5, 6 more threes per game, they might just be unbeatable for real. So I would just like to see them, dabble in shooting a couple more times, a couple more 3 balls per game. Now, moving on to our third and final factor that will lead the Nuggets to the NBA Finals is continuing to play this unselfish style of basketball. I mean, everyone is playing like an absolute superstar in their individual role. The Big Four, we got to touch up on the Big Four. We can't go through a whole Nuggets video without talking about their Big Four. And let's start off with a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, there's not too much to say about him because he's just been so good. Everyone knows him. The Denver Nuggets, though, are 22-0. 22-0 when Nikola Jokic drops a triple-double. And he did just that last night in a big win over Cleveland. And like I said in the beginning of the video, Jokic, in my opinion, is the MVP once again for the third straight year. I don't want to spend too much time on him just because we already know how amazing he is. But he's averaging 24.7 points, 11.6 rebounds, 10.2 assists, and 1.3 steals per game while shooting 63% from the floor and 40% from 3. I mean, dude, I don't know. I don't really got to say much more. This dude, Nikola Jokic, is one of the best basketball players I have seen. And he's just going to continue to get better. And hopefully he can win a championship here in the next few years with this core. Now, let's move on to guys like Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray. Again, we're not going to spend too much time on them. They've been amazing. 2 guys who are coming off an injury. And nobody really knew if they'd come back to or be able to return to their form. But they definitely have. And I personally think they're still going to improve each and every single day, which is very scary for the NBA. And lastly, I just want to touch up on Aaron Gordon for a second. Another guy who I feel like is very undervalued in today's NBA. He doesn't get too much attention. I feel like he should. And not a lot of people thought he was going to be a big time player. Like he was coming out of Orlando. Nobody really gave him the recognition. And now when he came over here to Denver, he ended up being a very great player. Aaron Gordon is averaging 17.3 points a game, 7 rebounds, while shooting 58% from the field and 39.7% from 3. I mean, Aaron Gordon has really, really, really improved, and he's really helping out this Denver Nuggets team take a step and take a leap into that, next quarter category into elite teams. This whole Nuggets team is playing outstanding, and they're all outplaying their individual expectations. And it's creating a super team that's so hard to stop. Their offense is incredible. The ball movement is elite. And overall, they're just so fun to watch. They do not need, or they do need to improve on the defensive side of the ball a little bit in some other small categories that we did touch up upon. But if they continue to play this way, they will be heading to the NBA Finals this season. There is no doubt in my mind. Let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about the Denver Nuggets. Do you think they're a true contender or not? Make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're going to be covering the Denver Nuggets and the rest of the NBA all year long. So make sure you guys join the family if you haven't already done so. And also turn on post notifications because we will be live streaming games here on the channel. So yeah, join the family and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.